Hi guys, Max here. Today I'd like to show you how to align multiple cameras in order to set up an environment to create digital doubles or trace concept art. Here I have some references of this girl and I need to follow those references to create my character. Let's jump into Blender. I will use a base mesh for the head. I can take one from my asset browser collection. This one was made originally by Zebra. Be sure to have it in the center with Alt plus G. And now let's open the timeline. Now create a new camera from the Shift A pop-up menu. Select the camera, press Ctrl 0 from the numpad to jump in that camera view. Now activate the camera to view option, so the camera will follow the viewport navigation. In the camera options, let's load the first background image by selecting Add Image. Here we go. There are a bunch of frame methods. Let's use Fit in this case. Now try to align as much as possible the camera to the 3D model. One of the big advantages of doing this in Blender instead of ZBrush is that we can work with the real camera FOV. Actually, let's check the properties of these pictures. We can see that they use a 35mm lens. Let's put this number in the camera focal length. We can also choose if the reference should be in front or behind the model and control the opacity. Now let's duplicate the camera. With the new camera selected, press Ctrl 0 again to switch to it. Now we can load the next reference. Let's repeat the same process of before. It can happen that the reference is a bit tilted. Luckily, in Blender we can go into Preferences, Navigation and choose Trackball as navigation style. This will allow us to tilt the camera in a very efficient way. Now let's create a third camera reference. Good, now that we have 3 cameras, let's scale them down a bit. Like this. The next step is to assign a camera to a keyframe in the timeline. Select the first camera. At frame 1, press Ctrl B to bind it to the frame. Go to frame 2, select the second camera and press Ctrl B again in the timeline. Do the same with the third camera. Now jump into camera, and by using the left and the right arrows we can jump between the different camera views. And it is pretty much it. Now we only have to match the model to the references. We can also use the cameras to project the textures, but this topic is for another tutorial. Bye!